Hey, you are never too far gone. I am Playruption, and we are back in Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Now, the last episode had to get scrapped. It didn't quite record properly, but not a lot happened. All that really happened was we found out Sherlock Holmes has a home. He actually lived here in Casadona, whatever this place is. He lived here. He has a house here, so we are going to find it. And hopefully that'll bring back memories or something. That's basically the gist of it. Also, Sherlock is now kind of like a police detective. We went to like a whole rigmarole where they taught me combat scenes, so I don't know if that's foreshadowing, but I may have to shoot some fools coming up. I love that this game is open world. It's just so fun to be able to run around in this giant place, act like a policeman, solve crimes, bust bad guys' skulls. Just a blast. I hope this letter does not reach you, for it would mean you have committed to your observed flight of fancy. The past is the past. To extend any more time and energy, retreating one's steps is at best childish indulgence, and at worst, pathological weakness. Consumption is an ugly end, and you were better off for not witnessing it despite all your protestations? I don't know what that word is. One presumes by now you have visited our mother's final resting place. I trust this has satisfied your imp. What are these words, man? And frees you to return to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what it was and help to shape what could be. The nation needs you. Mycroft.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before.
Okay.
Let's investigate.
That's the Mycroft.
Let's go see what is done.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Well, I know one way to know for sure.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier. Perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
You know, it's really weird when you find out that this guy is just part of Sherlock's imagination. It just kind of makes the whole game a little trippy. What in the world?
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, oh, very precious. An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more detail.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was? I bet it was our reward.
No, we were not so lucky. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother. Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. I wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days.
Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
So when doors are like ashed over, that means I have a mental block to keep me from opening the door. That's cool, I guess. This.
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
Little brother, you claimed you were bored and wanted to play a game. Well, I've created one that should hold your attention as well as teach you a thing or two about the world. I borrowed some of your precious coins collection and have hidden them in each one in a discreet place around the island. What? I'm not scouring the island for nickels.
No. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
Your neighbors will be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs. Go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
So she wasn't. We arrived in an early morning of a rainy day. Sherlock's mother was weak and unsteady, so he tried to help her. Mycroft was very serious while dealing with luggage. When he saw Sherlock trying to help his mother up, he commanded him to go upstairs to our room. The last person to arrive was the doctor, Otto Richter, who said that the neighbors will believe that Violet has tuberculosis. Sherry just realized that she'd never heard her coughing.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
This is getting, like, really cool. Like, the plot's thickening, and I enjoy this game. Is this our room?
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step.
Whoa.
Oddly satisfying. Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again. Made of cherry wood. Father's favourite. Still has a faint odour of tobacco. One of the few things on this island that smell like home.
Alright, well, I'm going to end this episode here. I love this game. It's a blast to get in and be a detective. Sometimes things stump you, and like it takes me really long to figure out the simplest things, but I still enjoy it. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure if you have something you want me to play, you post it in the comments so I can take a look at it. But remember, love runs the world. So don't forget to run the world.